What's up guys, Ritzy K here, coming at you with another team that I actually climbed a little bit with. This one actually worked out pretty well. I haven't seen anyone specifically using this team, though I'm sure I'm not the first one to think of it. It's pretty standard. So we have Nidoqueen in the lead, Electrode, and Lapras in the back. Electrode's really useful against Hypno. Hypno is so common right now. It's pretty much on every team except for mine because I'll use Nidoqueen, I'll use Lapras, I'll use Electrode, sure, I'll use whatever, but Hypno's a little bit meh to me. I don't really like the Pokemon in general, just because it's ugly, not because I think it's not strong or anything. I just really think it's an ugly design. That's just me personally, though. Anyways, getting into this first game here, we have Nidoqueen into Dragonair. This can be okay, but you gotta watch out for the Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail really chunks Nidoqueen. It's a pretty big threat. Anything that this Dragonair wants to go for, we should be shielding. In comes a Hypno, I switch into Electrode. Electrode obviously has the foul plays. Against a Shadow Hypno too, this is even better. It's a huge chunk. And since he didn't shield, I don't need to shield either, and I know that I will KO first because Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch will not one-shot me. And unfortunately, he lives 1 HP, he gets another move off, so he gets Swap. But I didn't want to give him a 2-shield lead and switch advantage, so I come in with Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen kinda wins, kinda loses to his lead, but I know that I can farm it down if I go for another Poison Fang, whether he shields it or not, and then yes, I'll have to burn my second shield, but I will have the farm down, I'll have lots of energy on Nidoqueen, and then he swaps out into his own Nidoqueen, and I've pretty much already won this game. Lapras absolutely destroys Nidoqueen, there's not really much threat here. Can farm it down, you can go for the move, it's up to you. I went for a move here hoping he'd shield it and then just get KO'd anyway pretty quickly after. I shielded here just in case he had the Earth Power. I don't think he would have had it though. And then this thing just destroys Dragonair. I know this is an Aqua Tail, it's not going to KO, I'm not scared. Plus I have Nidoqueen healthy enough in the back. Going into game 2 here, we have a cool boy Blastoise in the lead. That's always interesting. So I switch into Lapras because I don't want to go straight into Electrode just in case he has the Hypno, and Hypno can just destroy my team after Electrode goes down. So I bring in Lapras, he brings in a Snorlax, that's totally fine. I hit it with a Skull Bash, get the defense up. I'm not scared of anything this thing throws at me when I have +1 defense, even Superpower doesn't matter. He goes for Body Slam after the -1 on attack and defense. And it actually, somehow, Lapras comes out on top to give me the switch advantage there, which is awesome. So now I can bring Electrode in on this Blastoise. Just waiting down the timer there. This is just a free matchup. Yes, I have to shield, or else I'll go down before the Blastoise does, and he can destroy Nidoqueen, but that's totally fine. I don't mind losing a shield in order to destroy a Blastoise for free, so that Nidoqueen can go off with Earth Power. But then he brings in Hypno. Hypno's a problem. Hypno is a huge problem, because I need Electrode for Blastoise. There's no way Nidoqueen can beat a Blastoise. However, Nidoqueen can hurt Hypno. Brings the defense down. We take the Shadow Ball, that's fine, we live that. And then Electrode comes in, we get 1 Volt Switch of energy there, and then we just farm down on the Blastoise. There's absolutely no way that Water Guns will get him to 2 Hydro Cannons before I KO with Volt Switch. Game 3 we have Nidoqueen Mirror, that's interesting. I have never really seen Nidoqueen leads, aside from my own, in my own adventures here. But I know he's going to go straight off for the Earth Power because that's what I would do, and in fact that's what I did. So I bring in Lapras. Lapras destroys Nidoqueen, of course, and it also brings out the Hypno. Hypno probably with Thunder Punch. But that's totally fine because Lapras is super bulky. I don't run Shadow Lapras. I don't really like it. I like Lapras as a tank more than I like it as a damage dealer. So we get both shields off on Hypno, and we get Switch. No problem. So now I'm not scared at all. I can bring Nidoqueen in, he has no shields, I can go for an Earth Power, KO it. We don't have to shield this because, yes, he's 1 move ahead of us, but he couldn't have been at Earth Power yet there. So that shield was actually a waste, I didn't have to do that there, but that's fine. So I go for my own Earth Power, he double Poison Fangs, and I'll Earth Power, and then we can switch right out. But I see that it's a Magneton. Magnet Bomb hurts, so we let the Nidoqueen go down. I know it's not really gonna hurt Electrode too much though. Like, there's no way this thing's taking down Electrode before Electrode gets to a foul play here, and we hit the foul play, we do a big chunk of damage, and down he goes. Next game here, we have a Alolan Graveler in the lead. This was pretty cool to see. And then Alolan Marowak too. I love Alolan Marowak, but I couldn't make it work in Kanto Cup. Maybe I'll try again soon. So anyway, we switch into our Lapras here on the Alolan Marowak. He hits with a Shadow Bone that hurts, and he gets the defense drop. So this matchup normally would be good, but it's actually not looking too good right now. But he didn't block the Surf. So this matchup is going to be totally fine. I thought he'd bait here. He did bait here. So that's good. He's baiting again. I know he is, but I really want to get the Surf to either take Switch back or to get the one shield advantage. And then Nidoqueen can just farm down. I thought 1 Volt Switch would KO here. That's why I brought in the Electrode instead of the Nidoqueen. But it was just a little bit of HP off. And then he brings in the Alolan Graveler because he knows this thing has absolutely zero play against Nidoqueen. So we're going to take turns smacking each other. I hit him with a foul play, it hurts pretty good. He hits me with a Rock Blast, and 1 Volt Switch after Rock Blast does not KO me. So I go for the foul play, and it knocks it out. I bring in Nidoqueen, and this is looking pretty bad. I believe I'd need a Poison Fang and an Earth Power to KO here, but there's just no realistic way of me getting to an Earth Power. And I shielded that, and he still has another Surf. I wasn't counting, and I should have been there. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, because Electrode was only 1 HP away anyway. So Nidoqueen lead, but this one's actually a Shadow. I shouldn't have Earth Powered here, because everybody shields their Shadow Pokemon, always. That's kind of a common thing, is if you bring a Shadow Pokemon, you save your shields for it. So I didn't shield here because I knew he would bait, because something else you always do is shield against Shadow Pokemon, and since I didn't shield, he didn't either. He didn't want to give up his shield advantage, and that's something I knew. I knew that was happening. I knew that if I don't shield, he's going to expect me to bait, because that's something a lot of players do. If they shield, they're going for a big move, and you should shield. If they don't shield, they're not going for a big move, and you shouldn't shield. That's I use that very, very often. And so he brings the Lapras, I bring in Electrode. Electrode beats it very handily. However, he has a Pinsir. Pinsir kind of sucks. It just comes in and loses. I don't know why he did that, or why he has a Pinsir. Maybe he wants some spice. I don't know. But in a battle of Lapras v Lapras, obviously mine is healthier, so it's going to come out on top. And it's also not Shadow, so it just has a lot more going for it in general. And yeah, so that's all the battles I have for you today. I hope you all enjoy, and please feel free to subscribe for more similar content in the future, and leave me a comment down below if you'd like to see some specific Pokemon used, and maybe I can build one and make them in the future.